to my YouTube channel. So today's video, whenever I tell you, like, what has happened, you're not gonna believe me. Because whenever I was looking into this, I was honestly like, this can't be real. There's no way that this is real. So, first of all, this is surrounding the event that happened in which the world lost such an incredible producer and musician, Sophie. Tragic and such a loss to the world, but also the music industry. And Charli XCX was one of her best friends. Charli D'Amelio is a TikToker who has no talent. Let's say it how it is. So, whenever Charli XCX is grieving the loss of one of her friends, Charli XCX fans, I'm trying to dumb this down because I feel like if Charli D'Amelio fans watch this, you'll understand the problem here. So, Charli XCX is grieving one of her best friends suddenly losing their life. So her fans flood her Twitter with a supportive hashtag and how much they love Charli XCX and giving her love and support during this time. Pretty self-explanatory. Charli D'Amelio, the TikToker, jumps on Twitter and claims the hashtag "so it's about her." That's this dumbed down to the extreme. Now, normally when something is trending on Twitter, Twitter gives like a sentence or two explaining what it's about, and it did. But Charli D'Amelio, now keep in mind she is still a child, however, this child has a team behind her, parents who want her pushed in social media in every which way, PR team, management, everything. They allowed this to happen, and for these tweets to be kept up by Charli D'Amelio. So this hashtag, very clearly for Charli XCX, to the fact that Twitter even said that, sorry, I'm trying so hard because this is so, Charli XCX was trending. Fans clarified that the hashtag here for Charli hashtag was meant for Charli XCX, after the death of her friend and fellow artist Sophie, not Charli D'Amelio. So, hashtag here for Charli was trending, and underneath it, Charli D'Amelio was not listed. Charli XCX was listed, as in frequently tweeted together. So, Charli D'Amelio jumps on Twitter to say, I am looking through the here for Charli hashtag and oh my goodness, you're all so sweet to me. You have no idea. If you clicked on the hashtag here for Charli hashtag, that, it was people's meet and greet pictures with Charli XCX. Or pictures of Charli XCX on stage, or Charli XCX songs, or pictures of Charli XCX and Sophie. So, what this proves to me is that Charli D'Amelio didn't even click on the hashtag. Just assumed it was about her and tweeted that she's reading through all the messages about her on this hashtag. When there weren't any. So, Charli D'Amelio got exposed for not even looking at what she thought was something meaningful her fans did. Now, Charli, you have a team, management, PR, social media team. Things go through them in the grapevine before they're tweeted, and even after they're tweeted, they all get notifications that, you know, their client has tweeted. They didn't even check. So, it gets worse. So, I'm looking through the here for Charli hashtag, and oh my goodness, you're all so sweet to me, you have no idea how much your kind words warm my heart. I am so lucky to have you all by my side. I love you, babies. Immediately, she starts getting backlash. This is the problem with these influencers, and I'm going to show you it now. Charli D'Amelio fans then start flooding the hashtag here for Charli, as in Charli XCX, hashtag flooding it away from tributes of Sophie to pictures of Charli D'Amelio and videos of Charli D'Amelio. After she tweeted that, and they realized she was getting so much backlash, and the other hashtag, started trending, that people were like, oh, and Twitter even clarified that Charli D'Amelio mistaken this for her. Her fans then, to be so insensitive, run with what Charli D'Amelio said because she didn't delete it, start posting how much they love Charli D'Amelio, and just again, silencing the tributes to Sophie. Now you're seeing the issue, so I'm going to show you some of the tweets that were calling Charli D'Amelio out, and they were all going pretty viral. So she saw them. Where are the parents? Where are the management? So, May responded and said so to Charli D'Amelio's tweet. Anyways, RIP to Sophie, an incredibly talented trans woman and a friend to Charli XCX, who the hashtag was actually about. You will forever be missed. Again, trying to bring this hashtag back to the tributes as opposed to a video of like a 16 or 17-year-old attempting to dance. It's really frustrating, especially from someone who enjoys the music of Charli XCX, and I think she's a good person, and also enjoyed and enjoys the music of Sophie. And her legacy will live on. In this situation, Charli D'Amelio, or your family or whatever, you jump on and clarify. So let me show you more. This tweet did 10,000 likes. Who's going to tell her that we meant Charli XCX? Now my full thing is, this kind of proves that Charli D'Amelio just didn't even read the hashtag. How are the fans feeling in that situation? This tweet did well as well, 12.9k likes. The hashtag here for Charli is for Charli XCX. She is grieving over a friend she lost. Charli D'Amelio risked the life of so many people by going to the Bahamas. Stop being insensitive, Duncans, which I assume are Charli D'Amelio's fan name, which is an awful name. And that's an even... 12k likes as well. This is all, like, quoting Charli's tweet. So she was seeing these. Her fans are very weird for playing along, instead of informing her that the hashtag was for Charli XCX and not her. And this is the problem with these big influencers, that, they do something and their fans so badly don't want them to get called out, that they'll just run with it too. And that's the responsibility on you, Charli. Your family. Your sister, your team, your management. I just whenever you clicked on the hashtag, the hit tweet that was in memoriam of Sophie was lost because Charli D'Amelio mentioning the hashtag here for Charli made that tweet go to the top. All the tributes were being silenced by Charli D'Amelio's pre-teen fans. You couldn't have just came on and say, my misunderstanding, I didn't even read the hashtag, I didn't realize that it wasn't y'all to me. Read the room. So, here we have another one. About her fans. Her stans need to stop. The hashtag was meant for Charli XCX, who is mourning the death of Sophie, her best friend. Now keep in mind, Charli XCX, her name started trending then. To make it so clear that everyone knew what was happening, fans clarified the hashtag here for Charli hashtag was meant for Charli XCX after the death of her friend and fellow artist Sophie, not Charli D'Amelio. Never once was Charli D'Amelio trending. I am looking through the hashtag here for Charli hashtag. Why do I keep saying hashtag here? Just go along with it. And oh my goodness, you're all so sweet to me. You have no idea how much your kind words warm my heart. I am so lucky to have you all by my side. I love you. Really? Even if Charli D'Amelio, sorry, so many Charlies, went onto the hashtag and saw one tweet, 2 tweets, 10 tweets in her support, the way whenever you click on a hashtag, you see the top tweets first. So, the ones mourning Sophie, they were at the top. Don't you put together and come to your own conclusion, even though the conclusion is right in front of you, Charli D'Amelio? It's ridiculous. And normally when I cover stories with Charli D'Amelio, I'm like, you know what, like, she has her family, like, this is her family's responsibility and her team and all like this. And I'm like, it went through all y'all. And it was kept up for days. Still. And so then Charli XCX came forward with this. Because then, keep in mind, she was starting to trend then. So Charli XCX did a tweet talking about it. Not talking about Charli D'Amelio because it's not about her. It's really hard for me to sum up the special connection I felt with such an amazing person who completely changed my life. There are so many memories, so many small details, so many different views and incredible feelings and stories. It's impossible to summarize the journey I went on with Sophie. Even the most insignificant things felt enormous. I can't explain how I feel, and I can't encapsulate what a unique person she was in, you know, a social media post. I will honor Sophie in my own time personally, in my grief, through my memories, through my work, through writing things I can only read. But for now, all I can say is that I will miss her terribly. Her smile, her laugh, her dancing in the studio, her gentle voice, her cutting personality, her ability to command a room without even trying, her incredible vision and mind. She taught me so much about myself without even realizing. I wish I had told her more how special she was, not just her music, but her as a person. I love you and I will never forget you, Sophie. And that's what it was about. And I just can't get over how entitled that was from Charli D'Amelio. You have a team behind you. It's just so insensitive and drowned out the in memoriam posts. And you were getting called out and you were ignoring it. You just moved on to another just selfie. Really disappointing, even though the bar is already 0. Parents, do better. How uninvolved are you with your child's social media then? Anyways, Sophie will be missed dearly. And my heart goes out to Charli XCX, who is mourning the loss of her best friend. And not to Charli D'Amelio, who saw this as an excuse to get more publicity, or her team using her phone to get more publicity, or her parents greenlight approving this. Not cool, not cool. I want to know what your opinion is, though, on this. Let me know. We'll talk about it below. It's just the entitlement. I'll see you in my next one. Bye, bestie.